Okay, well, let's try this little test. Welcome back to the Orminators. I am Chris Orr of the Orminators, and it's been a while since I've done a video, but I wanted to do one, or I've been inspired to do one by the fact that I have a video that's actually been up on YouTube for like years. I mean, years. And I'll link to it here, but it boggles my mind because in the last week or so, it's blown up on YouTube. I don't know if it hit some sort of recommendation or hit the algorithm just right, or there's something going on maybe around travel or whatever. But it's a stupidly short video of me pointing my iPhone camera out a window on an airplane at a propeller, and you can see the frame rate syncs really cool in a cool way with the propeller RPM. So you got frames per second versus RPM. So there's a difference in the two. But the way that it works out, you can actually see the propeller kind of do this really cool kind of slow motion, spin motion thing happening. But I've got like well over 10,000 views on it all of a sudden over this week, and I've been getting all sorts of comments, and it's been blowing up my inbox. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that's fine. But I'm hoping that the people who are exposed to this also see that I do other videos. And you'll see that I've done videos on Arcade1Up cabinets, like a bunch of construction and then kind of review videos. And I did a video where they were announcing the new cabinets, in particular the Ms Pacman cabinet and the X-Men versus Street Fighter cabinet. And those were really interesting. And I'm bringing this up now because they've gone on pre-order. So you can actually pre-order these things now. And the Ms. Pac-Man cabinet is pretty cool. It looks like you can buy it from various partners. I think GameStop and a couple of others. And it's got some nice video games that are coming with it. Ms. Pac-Man, obviously, Galaxian, Pac-Man Plus, and a couple of others. So that's neat. But I would normally have been interested in this one, but in this case, I don't know if I'd want to pre-order this one in particular, mainly because number one, it's this was one of my ex-wife's favorite games, and I just yeah that I don't I'm not buying these games for her anymore, so it's not for me necessarily. Now the X-Men versus Street Fighter, that's probably one I might think about ordering, but I do have the II Arcade Dragon's Lair cabinet coming in. That Kickstarter just took the money out of my account, so it looks like they're going into production on that one. So I'm saving my money now. Probably if I was to talk about the order in which I would be purchasing these things, I would probably actually go for the Marvel Pinball first. I've really been interested in this. I thought the Arcade1Up was actually going to do the Star Wars, because if you look at the videos where they were announcing the pinball cabinets, the at the CES show earlier this year before the COOF pandemic took everything down, they were showing off the Star Wars cabinet, and that actually would go very well in my game room, next to the Star Wars stand-up cabinet that I have. But that being said, the Marvel pinball cabinet does look also very cool, and it's definitely probably the one. You know, I'm gonna have five cabinets in the game room, so I wanted something a little bit different before I added um, any more stand-up cabinets. So I'm probably going to do the Marvel pinball cabinet first. Then I would consider the X-Men versus Street Fighter arcade cabinet, and then I'd probably then go for some sort of tabletop, right? The head-to-head cabinets that they've got here, where I could either get the Street Fighter 2, because when my kids were visiting over the summer, they really liked the arcade setup that I have, but they wanted more of the sort of head-to-head style as well. And so I would probably be looking at picking up the Street Fighter 2 head-to-head arcade table here to set it up. And Arcade1Up has it's sometimes very a contest, but it's where you can submit your game rooms to the to Arcade1Up, and they'll put them up on their Twitter feed and up on their Instagram feed and everything else, and so that looks pretty neat. And so I think I'll once I get a few more games in there, because my arcade room game room has only got the four I've got the four Arcade1Up cabinets in there. So I wanna get a few more in there to kind of flesh things out a little bit. And I'm thinking about putting up a dartboard and maybe a cornhole or something in there, something a little bit more physical to fill it out. And I think it'll be pretty much all set at that point. But yeah, so the arcade cabinets, the Ms Pacmans are out for pre-order. The X-Men vs Street Fighters out there for pre-order as well. Looks like you can go to Walmart and Best Buy to pick them up. And yeah, no, this will be good. I think I'm looking forward to these, and I think they'll look really good in any pretty much any arcade in any game room from that standpoint. So I do like the color. I do like these so eventually I probably would get the Ms Pacman. One of the things that I've been on the hunt for, and I've mentioned this also before, but I can't find these anywhere. I want to get the Rampage. I want to get the Rampage cabinet, and I went out on eBay, and both the Rampage cabinets and the Centipede cabinets, the ones that are out there, all of a sudden the prices have gone like way up on these things. I got the, which one did I get? Oh, the Frogger one too, I think would be really good. I got the Final Fight arcade game, on eBay, and it was only like $275 with shipping, which was amazing. I had to build my own stand for it, but that's okay. I want to get the Frogger, I want to get the Rampage, and I want to get the Centipede cabinets, but I can't seem to find them. If anybody knows where I could possibly find these things, let me know. Other than eBay, because right now they're just way overpriced. If anybody has one of these things that they want to dump because they want to get some of these, maybe they need the room for some of these newer arcade games, that's great. Let me know, and yeah, we can work out the details there. But I think $1,200 for a game that cost originally probably only a couple $100 is just outrageous. So I refuse to do that. I'm not that desperate for these games, but I do eventually want to find a version of these, or maybe I'd have to, get the Space Invaders cabinet or one of these others, and then see if anybody's got the parts to make the Rampage cabinet. So, in any case, that's it for today. Thank you for watching this particular video. I thought I should get something up there since I've got a bunch of new subscribers, and maybe they're here for my travel videos. But thank you for subscribing very much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and join, because I cover a really, really broad range of topics here. I've got a topic that I'm probably going to do. I've been divorced for almost a year now, separated from the wife for over a year, from the ex-wife for over a year now. So I started entering the dating market probably at just about the worst possible time, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that in another video. So stay tuned for that one. I'll do some more food reviews. I know I'm going to be doing some of that coming up. Some gear reviews. I'm going to start going ahead and adding my USPSA competition videos here as well, just to kind of mix things up. So very broad range of topics that I'll be talking about as I live my better life, right? The things that I want to do, the things that I wasn't able to do. Building a game room, for example, being one of them. Joining the USPSA and doing shooting competitions is another. Dating. I've got 26 years of dating that I need to catch up on. Hopefully once there's a vaccine and we don't need to wear masks all the time, I'll be able to do some conversations about that. Or I'll be talking about my attempts at dating on the online world in the age of the pandemic. So that'll be interesting as well. So stay tuned for those videos. I'll be rolling those out probably a little bit more frequently. I'll be talking about some disappointments that I've had over the last couple months, and why that will then allow me to do more of these things. Because, yeah, well, I won't get into it yet. That's a video for another time. So, in any case, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Give this one a thumbs up. And I look forward to communicating and showing stuff to you more in the future.